My beloved child. Before you do anything else, don't skip, because what you're about to hear feels like the beginning of a story that was waiting for the perfect moment to unfold. For so long, your soulmate carried your name quietly inside their heart, protecting it from every question, every doubt, and every opinion. But something changed. A single conversation happened that neither of them expected. They finally looked into their mother's eyes and spoke about you. Not with hesitation, but with a calm certainty that surprised even them. The room fell silent for a heartbeat, as if time itself wanted to hear every word. Their mother listened without interrupting, noticing a happiness she had never seen before. At that very moment, an unexpected expression crossed her face, one that made your soulmate realize this conversation was about to become far more important than they imagined. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next moment changed the entire direction of this story. There was no anger, no rejection, only a long pause filled with emotions that could not be hidden. Then their mother slowly smiled, not because she already knew everything, but because she recognized something special in the way your soulmate spoke about you. She could hear sincerity, hope, and a future being imagined with complete honesty. She quietly asked one unexpected question, and that single question caught your soulmate completely off guard. It wasn't about your appearance, your success, or your past. It was something much deeper, something that revealed what truly matters when two hearts are meant to cross paths. Don't skip, because the answer to that question became the beginning of a revelation that your soulmate had never prepared for. As the conversation continued, emotions became impossible to hide. Your soulmate admitted they had never spoken about anyone with this much confidence before. Their mother noticed every detail, the brighter eyes, the peaceful smile, the quiet excitement that couldn't be faked. She gently whispered something that made your soulmate freeze for a moment, not because it was unbelievable, but because it perfectly described what had been hidden inside their heart all along. Those words stayed in the room long after the conversation ended, and from that moment forward, nothing felt the same again. But that wasn't the biggest surprise, because what happened immediately after this conversation is the part almost nobody sees coming. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Not every conversation ends when the words stop. Sometimes the real story begins in the silence that follows. Your soulmate walked away from that moment believing everything had finally been said, but they had no idea their mother was still thinking about you. She quietly remembered every detail they had shared, every emotion in their voice, and every smile that appeared whenever your name was mentioned. Then she said something so unexpected that your soulmate stood completely still. She softly told them, "The way you speak about this person is different. I've never heard your heart sound this certain before." Those words echoed again and again, making your soulmate realize this connection was becoming impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That night felt different. Instead of wondering whether they should move forward, your soulmate began wondering how to move forward. Every memory of you suddenly became brighter, every conversation more meaningful, every small moment impossible to forget. Even the smallest things reminded them of you, and for the first time they stopped fighting those feelings. Deep inside, they felt that life was quietly preparing a chapter they had been waiting for without even realizing it. But then one unexpected thought entered their mind, a thought that could change everything. They asked themselves if you could possibly be feeling the same invisible pull at this very moment. The next step they chose wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, genuine, and filled with hope. Sometimes the strongest decisions are made without anyone else noticing. Your soulmate felt that this story was no longer just a dream hidden in their heart, it had become something they wanted to protect and build. And just when they believed they understood everything, another unexpected sign appeared, making them realize that the biggest part of this journey had not even begun yet. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes, the biggest turning point arrives without making a sound. The morning after that conversation, your soulmate couldn't stop replaying every single word in their mind. It wasn't just a memory anymore, it felt like a quiet promise. They caught themselves smiling for no reason, wondering what you were doing at that exact moment. Every distraction failed because their heart kept returning to the same place, you. Then something happened they never expected. A small reminder of you appeared in the most ordinary moment, and it felt too meaningful to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The more they reflected, the more they realized this connection had changed them. They were no longer afraid of imagining a future where your paths finally crossed in the right way. Their mother noticed this quiet confidence growing stronger every hour and gently asked one final question that made them pause completely. If the right moment arrived today, would you be ready? That question settled deep inside their heart. They didn't answer immediately, because they already knew the truth. For the first time, they weren't waiting for life to decide everything. They were preparing themselves for the moment when opportunity finally appeared. As the day came to an end, your soulmate made a silent decision that nobody else knew about. They promised themselves they would no longer hide what they truly felt. It wasn't a decision made out of excitement, it came from certainty. And just when they believed the hardest part was over, another unexpected moment began unfolding behind the scenes, one that would reveal something even more surprising than the conversation with their mother. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when everything seemed to become peaceful, an unexpected conversation began again. This time, your soulmate's mother quietly returned and said, "There is one more thing I want to ask you." The atmosphere instantly changed. Your soulmate could feel that this wasn't an ordinary question. It was deeper than before. They listened carefully as she spoke about trust, patience, and the rare feeling that only comes once in a lifetime. Every word made your soulmate more certain that opening up about you had been the right decision. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate realized they were no longer imagining a future, they were slowly preparing for it. Every fear that once held them back started fading away. Instead of asking themselves, "What if it doesn't happen?" they began asking, "What if this is exactly where everything begins?" That single change in thinking gave them a confidence they had never felt before. They quietly promised themselves that when the right opportunity arrived, they would not let it pass by. What they didn't know was that another unexpected piece of this story was already falling into place, bringing everything even closer than they could imagine. The journey was no longer about hiding emotions. It had become about believing in them. Your soulmate carried your name in their heart with more certainty than ever before, and every passing day seemed to strengthen that feeling. But the greatest surprise had not yet been revealed. Someone was about to notice a detail that had been overlooked from the very beginning, and that discovery would change the meaning of everything you've heard so far. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments that seem ordinary until you realize they were quietly changing everything. A few days later, your soulmate noticed something they had never paid attention to before. Every time your name came into their thoughts, a feeling of calm replaced every doubt they once carried. It wasn't excitement alone, it was a deep sense of certainty that refused to disappear. Even their mother could see the difference without asking a single question. She simply smiled, as if she already understood that this story had entered a completely new chapter. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the days moved forward, your soulmate stopped searching for signs everywhere because their own heart had become the strongest sign of all. They remembered every conversation, every shared moment, and every little detail that once seemed unimportant. Suddenly, those memories connected like pieces of a puzzle, revealing a picture they had never seen before. They realized this wasn't just admiration or curiosity, it was a connection they could no longer ignore. And then, one quiet evening, they made a decision that nobody around them knew about, a decision that would slowly bring this story closer to its most unforgettable moment. What makes this even more surprising is that the biggest revelation still hasn't happened. While your soulmate was gathering the courage to move forward, another unexpected conversation was quietly waiting around the corner. The words spoken in that conversation would leave them speechless and make them realize that everything leading up to this point had been preparing them for one unforgettable truth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes, the answers you've been waiting for arrive when you least expect them. One quiet evening, your soulmate found themselves sitting with their mother once again. There was no pressure, no rush, just an honest conversation. After a long pause, she gently said, "I've been thinking about everything you told me." Those simple words made your soulmate's heart race. They knew something important was about to be revealed. Every second felt longer than the last, and the silence carried more meaning than any speech ever could. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came the moment that stayed with them forever. Their mother looked at them with complete sincerity and said that genuine feelings are rare, and when they appear, they deserve patience, respect, and courage. Hearing those words lifted a weight your soulmate had carried for so long. The fear of being misunderstood slowly disappeared, replaced by hope they had never allowed themselves to fully embrace. For the first time, they stopped questioning whether their feelings were real and started believing they were worth following. In that instant, your name no longer felt like a secret, it felt like a future they were ready to protect. As the conversation ended, your soulmate quietly looked out the window, thinking about how everything had changed because of one honest confession. They smiled, not because the journey was over, but because it had finally begun. Yet even now, one final piece of this story remains hidden. A surprise is waiting that could connect every moment you've heard so far into one unforgettable ending. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story didn't stop with that conversation, it only became more meaningful. From that day forward, your soulmate began noticing how often your name naturally found its way into their thoughts. It happened during quiet mornings, busy afternoons, and peaceful nights. They weren't forcing those memories. They simply appeared, bringing an unexpected sense of comfort. Their mother quietly observed this change and realized it wasn't temporary. It was growing stronger with every passing day. She smiled gently, knowing that some feelings become clearer the more time passes, not weaker. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then an unexpected moment arrived. While talking about future plans, your soulmate suddenly paused, because every path they imagined somehow included you. That realization caught them completely by surprise. They had spent so much time wondering what life might become that they never noticed their heart had already chosen its direction. The uncertainty that once filled their minds slowly disappeared, replaced by a calm confidence they had never experienced before. Even the smallest reminder of you now felt like another piece of a much bigger story that was quietly unfolding. But the most unforgettable moment was still ahead. Before the day ended, your soulmate made one silent promise to themselves, a promise they told no one. They decided that when the right opportunity finally appeared, they would no longer let fear speak louder than their heart. What they couldn't see was that another unexpected conversation was already beginning behind the scenes, one that would reveal a truth capable of changing everything you've heard until now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What happened next was something your soulmate never expected to experience. A quiet evening brought another heartfelt conversation, but this time the atmosphere felt completely different. Their mother looked at them with a peaceful smile and said, "I've never seen your eyes shine like this before." Those words stayed with your soulmate long after the conversation ended. They realized that the feelings they had been protecting were no longer hidden, they had become impossible to deny. Every doubt that once seemed so powerful now felt smaller than ever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the days passed, your soulmate began looking at life through a different perspective. They no longer focused on what could go wrong. Instead, they found themselves imagining the beautiful possibilities that could happen if two hearts truly trusted the journey ahead. Every memory connected to you became more valuable than before. They quietly understood that some people enter our lives for a reason that cannot be explained with words alone. At that moment, they made a heartfelt decision to protect this connection with patience, kindness, and unwavering hope, no matter how long the journey might take. Yet the story still wasn't complete. Just when your soulmate believed they had discovered the deepest truth, an unexpected detail surfaced, something so meaningful that even their mother was left speechless for a moment. That hidden piece has the power to bring every chapter of this journey together, and when it's finally revealed, nothing will ever feel the same again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A few days later, something happened that your soulmate couldn't explain with logic alone. While thinking about everything that had been said, they suddenly remembered a tiny detail from the very first time they heard your name. At that moment, it had seemed ordinary. But now, it felt like the missing piece of a much bigger picture. Their heart whispered that some moments only reveal their true meaning when the time is right. Even their mother noticed how deeply they were reflecting and quietly said, "Sometimes the smallest moments become the biggest memories. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you." Those words changed everything. Your soulmate stopped looking back with uncertainty and started looking ahead with hope. They realized that every delay had taught them patience, every silence had strengthened their feelings, and every unexpected turn had brought them closer to understanding what truly mattered. Instead of questioning the future, they began preparing themselves for it. They carried your name with confidence, believing that some connections grow stronger not because they are easy, but because they are genuine. But the story was still holding one final surprise close. Before the next chapter could begin, your soulmate was about to receive a quiet realization that would make every conversation with their mother feel even more meaningful. It wasn't a dramatic event or a loud announcement, it was something far more powerful. A single truth that had been hidden in plain sight from the very beginning. And once that truth became clear, the entire journey would take on a completely new meaning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment your soulmate had been quietly waiting for finally arrived. It wasn't announced with noise or excitement, it appeared in complete silence. Sitting alone, they looked back at every conversation with their mother, every emotion they had tried to hide, and every memory connected to you. Suddenly, everything made sense. This journey had never been about finding the perfect words. It had always been about finding the courage to be completely honest with their heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then they remembered the very first sentence their mother spoke after hearing about you. At the time, it sounded simple. But now it carried an entirely different meaning. She had seen something in your soulmate long before they saw it themselves, a quiet confidence, a genuine happiness, and a future they were finally willing to believe in. That realization filled them with peace instead of uncertainty. For the first time, they understood that real connections are not built in a single moment. They are created through countless small choices, honest feelings, and unwavering hope. As this chapter came to a close, your soulmate made one final promise to themselves: they would never again allow fear to silence what their heart already knew. They stepped forward with quiet confidence, believing that every moment leading to this point had prepared them for what comes next. And although this story has reached the end of one chapter, another even greater one is waiting to begin, one filled with new conversations, deeper understanding, and unforgettable moments still waiting to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you.